art live stream. Yes. Today we're gonna talk about stuff and then we're gonna draw a little bit of your requests. I need to move stuff around, which I'll do in a second. In a little while, in less than a minute. As soon as I launch this, I don't want a new version. Why? You want to... Well, normally if you launch an application, you can just click update later or remind me later. But there are some apps like TikTok Live Studio that would just straight away force the update as soon as you open that app. And yes, I'm streaming there as well. Welcome Twitch, welcome YouTube. And it updated and it closed. Of course, I might as well start moving stuff around to get it set up. But at the same time, if I do, and there's nobody watching here on YouTube and Twitch, then I won't be able to do that on TikTok because I will have that already done. Okay, now, yada yada, I need to change my... Okay, so let's just go live. Draw request, yes, why not? How good is your art? Can I just do this art? Yeah, there's very limited number of characters for a TikTok stream. Yes, go live. Why not? At least there's gonna be some people there. Okay, now let's change that live goal because we reached... what? Okay, so the goal is 10,000. Help me reach 10k followers. Still there's no option to... Hi Serendy, how's your Thursday? There's still no... Are you first time here on live stream? Or are you one of the people who changed their username and I don't recognize you anymore? Hello, Chicken. Chicken, I hope you behave today and not spam with requests. Yes, thank you. Goal is under review. Of course, the goal is under review. It's gonna be reviewed in 10 minutes. So the last time during live stream, oh, by the way, share that live and double tap for likes so we can break our record. In the past we had like 15,000 or likes during the live stream, and lately it's been going downwards, so I need to keep reminding you or put some banner there, but I don't want to have too many banners, you know, everywhere, like on this small screen that we have here. Thanks, Chicken, for sharing live. Hi, Aloe Vera, how are you? So the last time we crossed 5,000 followers, and by we of course I mean myself, but you know, you gotta keep it vague so people are included. And now I launched TikTok Studio and wanted to change the live goal to 10,000 because why go small increments if we can go big increments? Hello Countless 2, lovely to see you. And now when I click change the live goal from 5,000 followers to 10,000 followers, it says it's under review. And it's gonna take up to 10 minutes. Why? Why does it take so much time? Hi Kevin. How is your Thursday, people? Chat. Ideally I would be looking at the camera and have a screen below, but if I put the camera here where my monitor is, you're gonna see the back of my room, which I don't wanna show you because it's a mess. So green screen, but and I don't have Intel computer to, you know, remove the background and everything else sucks really. So it's this for now anyway. That's the best I could come up with. Countless 2 says they are good currently. Well, I'm very glad currently. So, hi Trout. So a couple of things before we go into drawing. How good is your art? We're gonna talk about that in a moment. I need to put this there. Do you have a mess on your desk? I always seem to have a mess on my desk. And the pile always grows and changes. So my favorite Taz. When I was younger, teen, my brother sent me a t-shirt from America with Looney Tunes, and it was oversized, but I loved it. The print was very nice. And I also love Looney Tunes. I need to watch the new one, not the Something versus Acme, which is not released, or maybe that's the one released, but not the other one. Chicken, yes, lol, my whole desk is covered with markers and paper. Yeah, and it's like you clean that, you turn around, you turn back in, and the mess is, magically reappears. And I think we are all in the same boat. It's crazy. And that's all I can tell you. Okay, so put the stuff for drawing. So we're gonna talk a little bit about art, and we might as well wait for some few more viewers, and we can talk about some, because I have some thoughts. Before we talk, and we're gonna take some requests as well. I'm looking forward. Is there any moderator here today? If not, one of you might be a moderator. Serendi, my cat says hi. Hello, cat. What's the cat's name, Serendi? Anytime you do something, the longer you do it, over time, you get bored of it. That's why initially when you are in a relationship or you meet people, you're so excited, and then later on, a bit less. With friendships, maybe not as much as relationships, but anything you are excited about, like a new toy, you play for a minute and then, oh, it's not new anymore, I don't care anymore. And it's the same with drawing, and it's the same with everything. It's the same with streaming and trying to make it big on social media. I've been hard at work building my TikTok for the last 2 months plus since I was laid off at my previous great company. And it's like I do enjoy that, I love it. But over time it just becomes, I don't want to say a chore, but it really does. So when you see those likes and follows slowing down, you take it personally, which I not try to, because algorithms, Binks says that Serendi says that the cat name is Binks. That's a very... Binks says that Serendi says that... You cannot see my... Is it gone? It's gone for some reason. Okay. Let's do stop. But drawing your comic book is very painful, and doing the live streams, drawing stuff when you have instant gratification and you can see the progress, so you're doing something that might create opportunities for you in the future. Sorry, something was up with the internet. Yeah, so this is great, but it's all about balance. It's hard to find balance. And this is enjoyable, but yeah, I'm lagging Kevin too. I think I should be fine now. Anytime after the stream I get like a report from Restream or Restream, I think, and it says everything from your bandwidth is okay, green, except dropped frames. And I need to check in OBS. I always forget how much I have set frames, because it should be 2 frames setting, dropped something, and I don't know. The report that I get, it says like 7 frames, I don't know, so maybe I haven't set it at 2, but everything else should be fine. Countless to Serendi, what if the cat's name was without the X, then it would become Bin? Yeah, there's a joke. If you drop a letter, it changes everything, doesn't it? Yes, so as I was saying, I should be drawing my comic book. My comic book is over here. I'll give you a sneak peek. Actually, I have it upside down. There we go. That's a dinner scene. That's a final scene. That's a barbecue scene, actually. It's a final 6 pages. It's very... yeah, this I won't show you. Yeah, it's very difficult to draw, but I'm getting hang of it. Like, there is a progress, but it's slow, and it upsets me, because I should be doing better, in my opinion. I should have those 6 pages done within 3 months, right? But at the same time, there are some people that always wanted to draw and never actually had the courage to do so. In that regard, I'm much way ahead of those, because I have been drawing since I can remember. But then you have those stupid ideas that, oh, some people are drawing very, very fast. And that's really not true. Maybe some do, but you don't need to be the fastest. It's really hard for me to focus at a time and, stay with a drawing for half an hour is something. I get easily not distracted but bored by doing that stuff. Yes, okay, so that's where I am at currently. And let's draw some of your requests, because that's why are you here for, right? Yeah, there's no moderators here, so I might make some of you a moderator. Okay, let's put this here anyway. Put this here, by this I mean the phone. Took me a while to have this set up. Oh, I need to tell you something. Lattice Wife, you're here! And you are a moderator. Amazing. I was hoping you're gonna be here. Thank you. Glad you can all make it, folks. Even though this is without a warning that I'm gonna be streaming. Mostly I try Tuesdays, Thursdays and Saturdays. I probably will do Saturday as well. I need to show you my setup. So I have this computer, right? And it's a German keyboard. I got it on eBay because it was cheaper. It has AMD chip, so I can play some games, but it's very loud. But I can use TikTok Studio, which I can't on MacBook. Normally I have a MacBook connected to this brick that you see here. But anytime I need to connect my computer, I need to unplug this from a brick and plug it to the monitor, to the laptop, because it doesn't go through brick, because it doesn't have a Thunderbolt, because apparently Thunderbolt it's only for Intel computers, PC ones, not for AMD ones, and nobody told me that. And on the second side I have a box with those you know extensions for USB, so the camera goes there and stuff like that. So anytime I am streaming, I take off one computer and I replug the other one. And although it takes only a minute, it annoys me the heck. Hello, yo, how are you? So if you're watching on Twitch or YouTube, you're gonna see a big restream, which is what I used to stream on the other platforms. But after this is over, if you feel like it, you can rewatch this on YouTube and the logo won't be there. Okay, so yeah. When I was trying to be smart, I drew, because I love movie spoofs, and I drew Trauma Fly. Sabotage, self-sabotage, to riff off tagline of the Fly movie, which is Be Afraid, Be Very Afraid, which is one of the best, if not the best, movie taglines ever. I figured out another tagline for The Fly, which is with Jeff Goldblum from the 80s, which is Flies are people too, which I think would be cool. But Be Afraid, Be Very Afraid is much better. I made a short like a year ago, but nobody got it because I was too smart. Don't be too smart on the internet, folks. And the graphic, I don't know. Hello, BFD memes. How is life? This all, drawing your request. This all started with this slop of post-it notes that don't actually stick. So I need to get rid of them. That's why I'm using this for drawing. And you might have noticed I put like a black, a little bit blurred line between myself and the other camera, because normally when I'm drawing I put this, and I believe that kind of with this shirt with pattern or whatever else I might be wearing, and this is just too much for your eyes. I kind of maybe will put something else, which is, this is great. This was with one of the with markers. Yeah, that was with Ohuhu markers, which is the best thing about them. Ohuhu markers are not that great. I might say different if they ever gonna offer me, but this was there, so it doesn't bleed over it, and I had too much bleed over here, as you can see. Yes, and today, I don't know if you've seen it, I shared this, so hopefully that goes well. When you're sharing stuff, it's about not you, but it's about what people want to see, right? So Object Show community would like to see object shows drawn. if there's something big, like, you know, Grassy being in a vent and crying from all the pencil extravaganza, people will click more. So it's like you never know what's actually on people's mind, because some of the illustrations I do are more popular than others. Some are not popular at all. But don't get discouraged, just keep moving. That's the best advice, and don't take it personally. And of course I would be, you know, looking at those likes and new follows all the time instead of reading a freaking book. And my favorite author is Stephen King. I know it's very broad and not very, you know, oh, it's not like somebody else, but you know, I love Stephen King. I always loved his work. Any books, any authors you like? Yeah, so that's Grassy, right? And would you like to see me draw sad Grassy? Because spoilers, I already did, because somebody said now draw sad Grassy. And the last time I drew Ticket turning into wires from a tripwire, this went, I don't like using the word viral, but it got, I don't know, like 40,000 views or something, but it actually got me 200 followers, which is a lot, because normally I would get a couple, you know, on a video, really a couple. So that was big, even though people were saying, oh, what have you done to him? Even though I'm just drawing what was in the show. So if I draw Grassy being sad, I believe that might get more clicks as well. And I put a poll on my Italian 4, thanks for following. I put a poll on my stories on TikTok, so you can have a look over there and help me decide, should we draw him sad or not sad. And I actually drew it already because I was upset. Oh, this is the first version that didn't work. I'll tell you a secret. I got better with drawing in front of the camera when I'm recording. When you're recording, it's not really making art, it's making content, right? So it's easier to draw when the objects are easier. That's why I'm drawing all those objects, and because you like, it's easy for me in a way. But drawing backgrounds, when the camera is rolling, I just make a mess of it. But as soon as I switched off the camera and just, you know, just take it easy, enjoy it myself, I make a background that it's actually not that bad, you know. This is the one I made, and there's like, this turned out pretty good as well. By the way, I tried to turn the previous Grassy being in a vents, and I think I drew it exactly when I was recording, and I made a mess of it. Like, look, it's such a mess. It's just a mess. So that's a little bit behind the scenes, you know, for you. So I have one other drawing already made with Grassy being sad and crying in the vents, which I have it even edited and ready to go. But I'm thinking I could turn this, change his face expression into being sad, and change the color of the background into red, and that would be great as well. And it would be, thanks Trout, it would be really cool, and I would love to do it during live stream. But the trouble is, would you be interested in seeing that, first of all? And second of all, I won't be able to use the stroke sounds for ASMR, and I still don't know how many people actually watch my stuff, or how much of my stuff the algorithm is pushing out because of the ASMR. Because ASMR, it's very popular, and you can draw anything, and you can always have that ASMR to lean back on, you know. But if I draw this and talk to you and, you know, change his face expression and this, I won't be able to use any strokes, because I would be talking and I have only this lapel mic that I'm recording my, you know, drawing from stuff. So not gonna be doing that, and it probably wouldn't turn out great, because I would be too excited and distracted talking to you, drawing, and also, you know, streaming. Yes. So how long have I been talking for? I always am interested in that. 17 minutes. When people are doing those game plays, they always talk with chat for like half an hour, more or less. And I like this format. I really love it. Yeah. We're gonna be streaming for about an hour or so. So we've been going for 20 minutes almost. I'm gonna try this today instead of that very busy background that I always put my you know, my, oh, you know, you don't know. These are my markers, which have limited range of colors. Even though there's 50 of them, I do discover that many of them, there's not a good light purple, there's not a good light yellow there, it looks dirty, and a lot of colors that you don't really need or use, at least not in my case. Oh yes, share the live and double tap that like button. We are at not even 2,000 likes, so yes, please double tap if you enjoy hanging out. That would be greatly appreciated. I'm not used to plugging and promoting and doing all that stuff, which I guess you have to. Oh, I see the likes are going. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Chicken, thank you, Lattice Wife, and anybody else who is doing that. By the way, people who stream, they play those stupid games, something to do with slot machines or even those very dumb games. And they do that because they are paid for promoting them, and they often won't tell you even. That's why often when I watch on Twitch some streamers, I'm like, why are they playing this dumb game? And it's because they making money off it. And you know what I hate the most? I don't know if you can use that word. If you're taking a request, can you draw fries? I did draw fries before, Kevin, so let's put it on the back burner and see, okay? You can check my images post. We try to draw new characters as well, but I am also for improving, so we might get back to that. Remind me later, Kevin. I lost a track of the thought. So there's one type of promotion that I don't like that people do. They ask you to download a game, to log into a game and to play for a little while, and they say, oh, it's free, to support my channel, do it. What that means is it's not free, you're the product, they're gonna use your data, and you're never gonna play that game anyway, and the streamer is actually milking their audience, and I don't like that. I have a product to sell. Do I? Not yet even, because I'm working on my debut comic book for 15 years, and once I have it done, yes, I will be asking for you to buy it, but I might even do €1 price just to get the reviews in Amazon, you know. Let's draw some stuff. So you're gonna be seeing more of my comic in the not so distant future. You're gonna see more of object show that I'm working on in not so distant future, but I'm not great at multitasking, that's why all of this takes ages. How much will your comic be? To make money on the Lattice wife asks. 10 or 15 euro or dollars, I'm thinking. The print copy will be definitely 15, because once you count the printing costs and the money that Amazon takes, you want to make a couple of dollars on each copy, right? Is this gone again? Yeah, okay, it's back. So that would be that. And even though digital, it's not printing expense, you still want to make money, and the servers costs of Amazon ones. So that's why I was like, oh, why digital book costs more or the same than print book? Because people want to make money, and it's okay. So my digital comic would be about 10 or 15 as well, I guess. Definitely not more than 20. Definitely not. Normally they are for 10, but if you're indie creator, like maybe 15. So yes. But I will see if I can do a promotion just to get more copies sold and basically just get the reviews, because apparently that's a good way to market stuff on Amazon. And in the initial period you can sell it just for €1 or dollar or whatever is the currency, the digital copy. Yeah. Chicken is excited. Lovely. I hope you're excited for my comic, but if you're excited for drawing, that's totally alright as well. Countless to finally finish doodling a character. Lovely. Share it on Discord. We have a Discord, and Discord is linked in my bio in any social media there. We have a special channel for Object Show community as well, channels. Hi Christine, lovely to see you here. Yes, I know I said see you. Okay, so I'm gonna ask, as always, Lattice Wife to help pinning the messages with requests. I will go back to you, Countless2, and draw. Oh, sorry, Kevin. I'm gonna draw fries for you to get it started. So let's take some requests and the clock as well. There's 1 minute. Not 1 second, 1 minute, okay. And the goal is still 5,000. It said the goal will change within. Okay, just gonna write it down before I forget. Oh, and Kevin, always write the show name. Check the rules, which are just over here. It's very important because I don't have time to. It speeds up the process. But I believe fries are from either Inanimate Insanity or from the BFDI, right? If you don't follow the rules, you probably won't get your request considered. And it's gonna be our first illustration today. But first, let me see what I was supposed to check. That goal banner. Oh, we are at 4,000 likes. Thank you so much for that rush of likes. So this gets shared more for the algorithm. That's why it would be lovely. Before we do the 5th one, if we reach 10,000, we're gonna do 5 more. How's that? That's an incentive to press that like button. Yeah, so I do have it set up on 10,000 goal. Apply. And it's said it's gonna update within 10 minutes. And it's not updated yet, which is so annoying. Chicken, we'll try not the best not to spam anymore. You're very kind, and thank you for that. Ah, this is so annoying. Can I change this anyway? That goal bar. I can change how graphically. Oh, now it doesn't say 10,000. Anyhow, the goal is 10,000 followers. I know that I'm not asking you to, follow this person. Overall goal. Fries. Fries are from BFDI. Okay, cool. Let me open my browser and let me Google that. Pam pam pam. Hello, Fanny. Welcome and thanks for joining live stream. By the way, the requests are for followers only. I try to follow that, but sometimes I don't. Fries. I could do fries from memory, but the last time I kind of messed it up, so I'll try to do it again. So after 5, if we reach 10,000 likes on this stream, I'm gonna draw 5 requests more. I hit my toe. Okay, fries. Fries from Kevin. Time start. And now I have time to find my red. And there's only really one red that it's usable, which is Scarlet, I believe. Because the rest red colors are really very dark. And now I can show you that yellow, and it's gonna be just a mess. Because it's too dark. No, maybe it won't look that dark. For Kevin, 2 fries from BFDI. Oh yes, I forgot the fries are also yellow. Don't get used to it, I normally don't add color after the timer has stopped. Hope you enjoy that. Hello Strawberry, hello Funny. Robot Flower Fan, thanks for following. I don't know if Robot Flower Fan, if you're here, say hi. Funny, can you draw Funny from BFB? We probably did Funny before. My moderator will be picking up the requests. It would be nice to have a, if I want. It would be nice if I had a Spike Ball. Hi Raccoon, we haven't done Spike Ball before, so we might do that. There's one person peeping either on Twitch or YouTube. I cannot see that. Oh, by the way, which I wanted to say before. My YouTube account is stalled, it doesn't grow, and it upsets me so much. But lately, there have been new followers on YouTube and more comments from the Object Show community. So maybe, after almost 3 months, YouTube algorithm starts to finally serve my content to the right audience. Something that TikTok does straight away, like that. Whew. Hi, Nikki. Okay, Raccoon, can you please draw Spike Ball from BFDA? Yes. Spike Ball. BFDA 22. BFDA 22. Kevin, you're very good at following the guidelines and reminding other people. Would you like to be a moderator? Have you been long with us? Oh, you're not a... Oh, let's see. Are you? Yeah. Let me know. Because we need moderators. Yeah, smash that like button. Okay, Spike Ball. Spike Ball. And folks, it's a good idea to ask for... never mind. You know what? That's another topic I wanted to mention. I don't know how people deal with requests, because when you're a content creator, you cannot physically fulfill all the requests, right? I think they aren't bothered by people asking multiple days, multiple weeks and months for the same character. But it bothers me, and it shouldn't really. All right. For mental health issue stuff. Raccoon for a Spike Ball for Raccoon. Need to draw those spikes first. This is the hardest drawing I've ever made. And it looks like a star. But it's not a star. It's a Spike Ball. Spike Ball, Spike Ball. Spike Ball doesn't have any, but it has legs. That's just a light. And here we are. Spike Ball for Raccoon from BFDA 22. Hope you like. Italian 4-cent ice cream. Thank you for ice cream. Is that like a rose? I would open a window because I start to sweat, but the last time a bee flew in. What are 6,000 likes, so we are doing well. If we reach 10,000 likes, I'm gonna do 10 requests altogether. We are at request 3. By 5th, we need to get 10,000 likes, folks, so double tap. I don't like asking you to do that, but what other choice I have? You have to play the game, and the game is really awful. Like, never mind. What's the other request there? It is 1 request per person. Otherwise, it would be a mayhem. Can you draw Poppy from Inanimate Insanity? Serendy asks. Marker from Teapot, please ask somebody else. Poppy from Inanimate Insanity. Let's see. Poppy. I was already googling that. No, sorry, Serendy. We actually did that on last live stream. You can check images post on my channel, and Poppy is there. Greg from South Park. I'm not that good with those South Park characters. Chicken. Marker from Teapot. We did Marker before 4. Charlotte says magic. Thank you, Charlotte. Okay, Kevin, would you like to be a moderator? Because then you can mute people after second time they... Leo from Tripwire. Let's see. Oh, sure. Thank you, Kevin. And no pressure, Tripwire. Don't feel pressure to. Leo. Not Leah. It's very hard to get those... Tripwire, it's very hard to find references because it's not a show that is... come on, Kevin. You escape me. No. I press here. I click 3 dots and I click Add Moderator, and the window will probably open on this screen. No, it opened on this. For thank you. Confirm. Yes, done. Yes, you're a moderator. So basically, moderators, if somebody asks 2 times, gently remind them that they're gonna be muted, and if they still ask for the 3rd time, just mute them for 5 minutes. And if that keeps going after they are unmuted, feel free to ban them for some time. I don't know if the banning is time concerned. Rainbow Match Teapot, please. Kevin, okay. Yeah, so Leo from Tripwire. It's I cannot find the reference, Lattice Wife. It's too much. It's too much. Like, you know, you type in 2 from Teapot and all the images are that, right? But you type in Leo from Tripwire and all you get is freaking this. You know? Any other requests there? Plus, Lattice Wife had a couple of requests fulfilled, but yeah, I don't know how to keep it fair for everyone. I just don't know. I probably take it too seriously, to be honest with you. It should be fun! And then you have a very stressed person doing a live stream. And somebody said during live, I think, that the live before, that I'm a chill person or something like that. And I'm the opposite of chill. Could you do me phone 5 from Inanimate Insanity? Ask Star. Are you a follower, Star? Because we are doing requests for followers. Like, let me pin this. Oh, and Kevin, you can also pin requests as well, because I can miss them. So basically, as the rules say, we try to find something that wasn't done before, and some shows that we haven't done before. Me phone 5 and Animate Insanity. Let's see. It's not really I did Me phone 4 probably, but yeah, let's do that because the time is going and we are... The likes are going well, so thank you for that. Your username is just a star, so I'm just gonna do like this, sorry. Me phone 5. I will do dedicated video for Me phone 5 once I get around to it. Okay, ready, steady, go. Start! And all those Mi phones, they look very much alike, so that's another reason why it's so hard to keep drawing them. And glasses, right? Based on what I can see. Some pink. That's the pink I have. Not the best pink, but again, it is what it is. Warm gray. I never know, are those grays dark or not? but we are almost run out of time. So actually the whole person is pink, so the whole Miphon is pink. Miphon, 4 star, hope you enjoyed that. 5. We have 14 people looking, 305 people are lurking, which means they do not click to watch live, and I don't blame them. I'm like that as well. If you're not into it, or you might be afraid that as soon as you click live, somebody's gonna call your name and say, hey, thanks for yada yada. Let's see. Have we got any comments from YouTube or TikTok? We don't, but there's 2 people there. Sorry, YouTube or Twitch. And I don't know if I'm... Can you draw Ice Cube? I did draw Ice Cube Apex. You can check it on my channel. We try to draw stuff that we haven't before. I haven't before. So there's somebody asking me to draw an Ice Cube that does very cute things that Ice Cube do, and I think it's just one of the versions of Ice Cube, and I asked them finally to share image because it was hard for me to find it, and it's just like Ice Cube with this whole big mouth open. Can you draw Pillow from Teapot, please? I think I drew Pillow from Teapot before Shakes, but that's actually doable. So yes, this is a request from Shakes. Pillow from Teapot. I ask you questions and then, like, you know, what's your favorite author and other like food, but then I kind of don't see you replying, and if you do, I miss that anyway, so I should do better job on this. I love drawing pillows. I will definitely have a character for my inanimated object comic that will be a pillow, because you can have many different pillow shapes, and I'm actually good creating characters that they are very recognizable. And you know how to know how a character is recognizable is that if you look just at their silhouette, so you know, black and white, the background is black, the character is white, or the opposite, you can instantly recognize them. And most of my characters, if not all, are instantly recognizable by their silhouettes. So there you go, Pillow. I asked 2 streams ago as well, but is there any way you can do Robot Flower from BFDI? Asks Trout again. You know, Robot Flower. You know what? Why am I? Because I did Flower before, but not Robot. Yeah, I can do Robot Flower. Sure. Let have your wish fulfilled. Since you're a patient and returning viewer. Where is that comment that I pinned? I haven't pinned it yet. Now, pin. Okay. It's so warm. I don't know how people stream. Like, do they have air conditioning or something? Robot. Oh, and when you pin message, it doesn't show you the whole message. It only shows you the first 2 lines. Why? What's the point of having a message pinned when you cannot see the whole message? Pointless. Pointless. Me so upset. Ah, man. Drawing a Robot Flower for Trout. So in general, those flower characters I don't appreciate as much. I think they could have cooler design. That's why I'm not inclined to draw them. Like this one isn't that bad, actually. So when I'm gonna be drawing those eventually in a dedicated video, I think I'm gonna just add some cool design features to them. There you go, Trout. Finally, a robot flower for you. Hope you like. We are at 11,000 likes, amazing. So yes, we're gonna draw 5 more. Yes, cool. Let's recap what have we done so far, folks. So first we draw fries for Kevin 2, then we drew Spike Ball for Raccoon, then we drew Mifon 5 for Star, and then for Sherrick's Pillow, and finally Trout for Trout Robot Flower. Yes, yes, finally, dreams do come true. Okay, so before we go any further away, please hold on with your drawing requests, folks, and let me talk to you for a short while. Oh, this goal annoys me. Oh no, it is changed. The goal is changed to 10,000. It was probably as well when I was upset. So it's all good. Okay, it did change in 10 minutes. Excellent, amazing. Katarzyna Misko, Flag Poland. Hold on with the request. I might do that in a moment there. I'm from Poland, so why not? But let's hold on with the requests, because I wanted to talk to you about, and now we can change it, about art. How good is your art? Are you drawing? And what do you think about your art? The reason I'm asking is, and I cannot put that in the title because on TikTok it's limited. Oh, we have a comment from UAE Country Ball Dude on YouTube. Amazing. Hi, Last Cartoon Hero. This is also Christine, but in YouTube. Hello. Why, folks, do you have different usernames on different accounts? This is so confusing. My brain can only take on that much. Okay, so more requests. Let's hold on with requests there. Katarzyna, thanks for follow. Yeah, so are you drawing? And if so, what do you think about your drawing? And if you do other stuff, what's your hobby? So I think your art is only as good as you think it is, in a sense that your art doesn't need to be the best unless you want to have the best art, right? I always wanted to have the best art, and look at me, 42 and still working on my debut comic since last 15 years, because I wanted to be perfect. And then I dropped being perfect, but you know, I still have a level that I'm striving to achieve. But like when I was drawing this today, I didn't like it at all. And I think, and I ask myself, okay, am I not liking this because it's really that bad and you will appreciate it because it's not that bad? So am I not liking this because I feel not that good today? That's why I project my own feelings into this illustration. But if I wasn't looking at it with my own eyes, somebody else probably would have liked it. So that's what I mean, like, your art is only as good as you feel. And sometimes the art doesn't need to be, you know, the most amazing or anything like that. But if you like it, if it has that's something that you enjoy about it, or any other, you know, stuff that you like to do, that's what it's the most important. 10 says it's beautiful. Thank you. And I almost not published that video today, and but based on the experience and based on what I see on social media, you don't really have to be excellent. Pretty often, you don't really need to be even good. You just need to be decent and show up and have a little bit of luck. And you can take that and apply it to any aspect of life. But what counts is actually showing up and having the personality that it's not, that you can handle, that it's not, oh, I'm enjoying spending the time with you, even though behind the camera you're a terrible person. And we all have our moods. I have mine for sure. So Strawberry says, I love your art. I have to go by Christine on YouTube and on TikTok. So I don't think I see any replies to my questions. Are you drawing? I like my art. Kevin likes their art. Amazing. It's all about your mental space, If you like yourself, you will like your art. If you feel you're not enough, your art will always seem not enough, and that was always the case with me. But I'm learning to like myself, or even love, which is not easy if you weren't doing that for a long time. Mikaela says, I love drawing. I think my art is kinda good. Very nice. I'm really happy to hear that. Charlotte says, I originally have some PFP now on everything. Amazing. Oh, the same PFP now on everything. Amazing. That always helps. Another request. Katarzyna Mińska is back. Moderator muted. Thank you for muting. Folks, don't spam with messages. It's enough to say once or twice, all right? Another request. I left by accident. Chicken left by accident. And you know what I like about Chicken? So Chicken was on live stream last time and was spamming with requests. And it was brought to my attention that I would draw people that are spamming because I would see their message and I wouldn't see the requests of other people who are fair and only sent one request. And then I said, okay, that makes sense. So we warned Chicken, my moderators did, and Chicken was great because Chicken did not get offended. He actually followed me, and now he's back now and stopped spamming. So I might have restored faith in some people. Or animals, Chicken. So that's it really. Might as well go back to drawing since the conversation flow isn't going anywhere. But I'm really glad that people who replied are enjoying their drawing, and that is really the most important. You need to like your drawing. It won't be perfect, but you like it, you can always improve along the way. So excellent. And yeah, and I'm doing those live streams to give you some value. So maybe, one of you will buy my comic in the future. So it's like a mutual exchange. But I now do realize that it's so hard, and that's one more thing that I'm gonna say, and then we're gonna go back to drawing, folks. It's so hard to break on social media, and nobody cares about you. Only you. So I get those comments on and on saying, oh, object show community took over another artist and they are only drawing object shows. Why are you drawing object shows objects? Why? Oh, ha ha ha. And it's like, I was drawing my own stuff for 3 years and it got me nowhere. Once you find something that people like, you stick with it and you make more of it. And then after some time, maybe you're gonna build a community of some folks that actually are interested in you, Oh, thank you, Mikaela, that you care about me. You're very kind. Howdy, Feral Gator on Twitch. How are you? We got one person on Twitch and that person returned. I don't think I'm gonna be Twitch partner. You need 3 consecutive viewers and I get 1. And by all means, do not jump from TikTok to another platform just to get me views, because that's pointless, because you won't be coming back to that. Stick with your platform. Fergator, how are you today? 2425. Chicken, yes, I found your through Object Show community and I enjoy your normal art as well. Amazing. Thank you. It's so nice to hear those things from time to time. Okay, let's get back to drawing. So we're gonna draw 5 more. And I'm gonna ask my moderators to help me pick. I'm gonna draw that flag of Poland even though that person was muted, but let's start with that. And Katarzyna was muted, but before we do, Oh yeah, 53 minutes already. Yeah, so let's produce those 5 more illustrations and then let's call it a day. Normally after an hour I get tired. And I don't have any water today with me. Now, I won't count Flag of Poland as a object, but I might, so then we're gonna draw 11. Okay. And this is one and only time I am drawing flag of any country so far, because I don't want this to turn into draw flags of your countries, alright? Stuff. But we can make a character from Flag of Poland, and this can be like a smile and a mouth. Look at that. Fortunately, Flag of Poland, it's easy to draw because we have only 2 colors, white and red. Otherwise I wouldn't even consider drawing, you know, and I don't know many flags either. I don't even know where east and west are. There you go, Katarzyna, this is for you, hope you like. Flag of Poland character for Katarzyna. There you go, hope you like. Alright, feel free to pin, moderators, feel free to pin other requests. If there's nothing sensible, feel free to... Oh, sorry, Jesus, my bad. So, so this is the Flag of Poland. Thanks, Lattice Wife. I lost it there for a moment. Okay. And we try not to go into politics or religion on this chat. So please do not discuss those topics on this live stream, or you're gonna get banned. Just keep it nice, easy, cheesy. You're very welcome. Oh yeah. Mikala from BFTV, is that easy to draw? Because if it's not, I'm gonna go postal. And what is that show? BFT Votu. That's a handful. Oh, that Korean chicken object show? We can draw something from that if anybody likes that. BFT Votu. Again, I cannot find reference. Is that red M, folks? Is that red M object? There's only literally one image that shows, and it's like a red object. Yeah, it has to be that one. Yeah, okay, great. Okay, so we are on the right screen? No, not. Why? We are. Phew. No, we aren't on the right screen. Are we? Did that jump? This literally jumped. Oh. This is so... My scenes jumped on their own. Ah. This is so not cool. OBS. So for comparison, Sebastian, that's me, Last Cartoon Hero. When I started to stream a month ago or so, it was like, hey folks, oh, it's so nice you're here. Oh, let me draw your requests. I'm gonna draw as many requests as I can. Yes, yes. And you know, fast forward a month later, oh, F this, F that. I don't like. 16,000 likes. Let's smash that double tap and reach 20. We only had like 40 viewers, actual viewers, once or twice, and since then we kind of stick around 14, and I don't complain, because when I started it was on TikTok, it was like 5 or 4. Let me just open that. Okay, Feral Gator, sorry, I forgot. I mean, I don't really care about TT as much as I used to, but I'm doing good, says Ferrygator on Twitch. So I could request something too, or no, bro? Never seen a camera do that, lol. Oh, they do. Those things always do. Like, these are technical stuff. And you're like, oh, I should trust computers because they would never do something on their own. But they do glitch. They do. Like, you wouldn't believe. Always take screenshots. And save them somewhere. That's the only way you can have a proof that something happened. Because people will not believe you that something glitched. Feral Gators, yeah, send a request. Try to pick an object that is not too complicated. Please. And by that you've seen what I've been drawing before, so you kind of get a feeling, you know what it is. Okay, chicken, see you in a second. Alright, so let's draw that. The screen is on, the timer is on. Or maybe I pressed something by mistake, but again, hard to believe. Big egg eyes. And it's a very dark character, at least the reference that it's on image, so it's not that easy also to see the shapes of the character. It has a nose probably. Again, it's so dark it's hard to see. And it goes like this. And it goes like that. Oh, it's like a little devil. I see it now. 10 seconds, folks. 10 seconds. And a hand. Voila. Mikaela for Mikaela. Hope you like. Oh, seriously. Hello and welcome. Mikaela is happy that I'm live, and I am happy that you are here as well. We are gonna draw 3 more characters, maybe a 4th one if we break 25,000, but we are likes, but we are going for 20 anyway. Likes, double tap that like button. So before we go further, let's see request from Ferrygator on Twitch. What about Gumi from Pokemon? Okay, so from for Twitch for and you know they say, oh, do multi-stream because you're missing out, and I spent 2 months trying to set up this multi-stream, and I finally did to a level that I'm happy with, right? Razer sent me perfume, thank you, on TikTok, and we are drawing Gumi. Gumi from Pokemon. But honestly, it's really distracting to have to multi-stream because you need to, you know, have your eyes on 3 places or 2, even when the comments are aggregated. And then, I don't know if multi-streaming is for me, because you spread yourself too thin, and maybe it's better to get focus on one platform than trying to do it all. Maybe multi-stream isn't actually such a good idea, despite what all the gurus say. Gumi Pokemon. Alright, so we're drawing Gumi from Pokemon. Ready, steady, go. It's a really cool character. I love it. Anybody besides Ferrygator into Pokemon? I never. But I did play Pokemon Go when it came out, and I was walking on the streets like a crazy person, going into corners you shouldn't go to, trying to find that Pokemon. It is really a cool character. Thank you for choosing this one because it's super cartoony, and I am Last Cartoon Hero. Kids are at it again, screaming. There you go, Feral Gator. Blob for you. Hope you like. Okay, so that's 8. Now number 9 and number 10. We are at 19,000 likes. We are almost at 20,000 likes. So I'm gonna draw character number 9 and 10, and then it's over. Unless we cross 25,000 likes, then I'm gonna do one extra. Hope that makes sense. Moderators, if you can pick another request and pin it, that would be lovely. V used to be a huge Pokemon fan. Awesome. And thanks for voting. I think you voted on that. Should we see Grassy sat in the vents the last time I checked? So thanks if that, or maybe I get things confused. CRC, can you draw 14 from, and that name? I did draw 14 before in a dedicated video. Arty Hearty X3 says, I'm waiting for Bouquet because just drew Animatic one time, so I just want Bouquet. She's my favorite. You drew Animatic one time. Arty, whenever you sent a request, oh, there you did afterwards. Okay, great. Now don't spam many messages. Oh yeah, you pinned that. Let's, okay, yeah, let's do that. For Arty, my brain starts to fry. Animatic battle, right? Yeah. And when I was drawing those requests initially in one of the first streams, I took very good care in writing your names in cool way, and now it's like just okay. Yeah, V voted, yes, so I remember well. Okay, excellent. You know, TikTok has that poll feature on stories, but it's really limited. You can only vote yes or no, or replace it with any other 2 options, but you can only have 2 options. I think on YouTube you can have more options, and you can write longer question, but for poll options you can only write a couple of characters, and then if you write any more it won't show it to you. So pointless. If you have a poll feature, make it good. I don't know why all those companies that make those apps don't actually make those few changes to make them usable, the features that they have. And I think it's by design. I still don't know exactly why though, because it wouldn't be that hard to fix that. Okay, whoa, that's a lot of flowers. Whew. Okay, just gonna go draw flowers because otherwise I wouldn't make it in a, you know, in a minute. And now we have a little time to add that color, so it's gonna look a little bit more like your character. And all right, okay, yes, here's a bouquet from Animatic Battle for you. Pin comment. I can pin comment that Razer sent perfume. I can reply, but can it just go away? I've seen it, or maybe you just send it again now. We are at 23,000 likes. You're very good with that tapping, folks. V, can you draw Anteater? Is it from a show? Lattice wife, bye. Thanks for sticking around. For hanging around. For hanging out. No, just Anteater. There's Anteater from... Let's do something else. Let's do Anteater for V. Where are you? Okay. So Pink Panther. There's Anteater in Pink Panther. So we can use that one. Pink Panther. And I remember it was very funny. It's a blue character and it's super funny. So let's just pick one. I remember I was watching that and I always laughed so hard. And you can watch Pink Panther on YouTube for free, but I'm too old for this, unfortunately. Well, maybe. I used to love, and I still do, Sailor Moon, okay? When I was growing up in Poland, they used to show them on a channel, TV channel, and we have like only 4 channels at that time. So I watched all the seasons of Sailor Moon. I loved it. She always, you know, fought as much as she could. And I always, you know, I missed a couple of episodes. I watched some feature movies, Sailor Moon, and I love Mars, Sailor. And I always wanted to watch more when I grew up, because now I have time. And I tried to watch it and it's like, they are so repetitive. They're still silly and funny, but it's like, I'm not that, you know, young person that I used to be that enjoyed those shows as much. So time changes you. At the same time, you stay the same in a way. Alright, so let's do Anteater, and we are at 25,000 likes. Thank you so much. Don't need to tap that like button because we reached the goal of likes, and maybe it doesn't actually help to spread. Apparently your life will be spread more at the beginning to more audience, broader. But now we are at 9 viewers and we are at 15, so we have more likes but less viewers. Okay, so Anteater there now for V. Alf. Alf is also a great animated show. I know it was a sitcom, but then it was a great animated show. And there was Alf, and then there was Alf Adventures, and I love those. This I can actually rewatch, I think. But it's not easy to find those episodes, you know? Anybody recognizes Anteater from Pink Panther? And now we need a cool blue. And it's actually dark blue, so I might use our... And I mostly have dark blues as well. Now, there you go, V Anteater for you. Hope you like. Alright, so we're gonna do one final one, and it would be nice if we could have a poll here on TikTok. So everybody, 11 people that we have here, and 610 lurking but not clicking on live. You know what could help us decide which object should we choose? On YouTube, whenever I finish the stream, it becomes a video on demand, right? And some people watch it. By that I mean from 2 to 5 people. And that's awesome. And I don't care about those thumbnails anymore, so YouTube always picks a random one. And I find them funny, because it looks at what I have on screen, so maybe it will pick this one. And me and my silly face. But often it picks something based on this, and my face could be looking anywhere. There's no Anteater emoji, but if there was one, I would use it. It would be so cool if you could make your own emojis easily on platforms, but they always want you, if there is option like that, you need to pay extra or pays at all something. Bombaclat says, draw a yellow animal. That's too broad, Bombacat, Lil. For this to work, it actually helps if there is a specific show character name and reference, because then I have something to lean on. And it's super hard to draw something from your head if you're not used to drawing this. So you can be a professional, but because you never drew a hammer, which is a bad example, you know, you would need to look at the reference. Or a wheelbarrow, which I am drawing for my comic now, and I need to look at reference, otherwise I would draw a terrible wheelbarrow. However, in my next comic book after Dun and Clue Diet, which will be coming of age story based on me growing up, with some fantasy elements, I plan to rely much less on references and use smaller sheets of paper to draw those, so I can actually make one full comic book of 200 or something pages in black and white and maybe one splash of color in a year instead of 15 freaking years. I think I will get better and faster once I get this one, the first one done, comic book that is. Chicken, you asked for a request already, so we try to... You did, right? We try to keep it as the rules say. Or you didn't. Maybe you didn't. Yeah, okay. You probably asked for something else that was already there. Could you draw one from Teapot? Yeah, we drew one already many times, so maybe something else. Can you draw Billboard from Beans show? Billboard from Beans show. Okay, let's have a look at this one then. If it's not something crazy, we might, Gene. And I hope you're a follower, because we are doing requests for followers. Billboard Beans show. Hi Art Hearty, welcome back. Oh, cool. There's so many cool shows. Yes, let's draw that. That looks super awesome. There's so many shows. Every day I learned about a name of a new show thanks to your comments. Why the screen is dark. Every day I learned about a name of a new show thanks to your comments. Why the screen is dark. But for now it's just, you know, but for now it's just, you know, okay, anyhow. So where's that request for I'm back, I drew Antinos. Thanks for understanding, Lil Bombaclat. Because you asked for, yeah, yellow animal, which wasn't specific, yeah. And also if you check my TikTok, you can see what stuff we do. Like I'm open to drawing other stuff than object shows, and I'm actually trying to draw from time to time to broaden the appeal, but yeah. So yes, as long as it's not something that would require me to spend hours on, you know, simple stuff, definitely. Charlotte just choke on, as long as it's not something that would require me to spend. Charlotte just choke on, oh, there it is, from Jean. Let's pin that. Okay, so this is the last request. We are drawing Elite Bean Show. Is that it? Obsolete Battle Show. OBS? Beans Show. Alright. Anyhow, ready, steady, go. Ready, steady, go. Sweaty. Element. It's all good. Say the hand gestures, which may not be obvious. And now we have some time to do the red as well. Not my finest creation, but it will do the job. By that I mean I should have make it bigger, but Gene, there's the billboard connecting, but apologies for that. Apologies for that. Anteater from Pink Panther, and for Gene, billboard from Beans Show. Yes, bouquet. Alright, so this has been great. I'm getting better at saying goodbye faster now, which is awesome. I hope you had a good time during today's live stream. I try to do them Tuesdays, Thursdays and Saturdays. So Saturday evening, Irish Standard Time. We might do another one. See ya Chicken, see ya Kevin. You can join our Discord, which is in my social bios if you want. No worries if you can't. I will see you around. Have a great rest of the week. Bye. Chicken joined. Thank you, Chicken, for joining Discord.